Hey there, Internet. This is Matt Attack yet again with lesson 7, I think it is, of how to script missions for Command and Conquer. Just been trying to figure out a way for a while how to articulate some of the stuff that I'm going to cover here. I'm going to cover the U1 number, and of course, even just testing this and trying to come up with something, I busted some of my theories, so I'm probably going to have a second part of this because I'm just basically covering, I guess, sort of the mechanics right now. Like the U1 number, let's start making a new team here, is this baby right here, so U1. And typically in the campaign missions it's 7 or 15. It really has to do with sort of their intelligence, how strictly they follow their orders. Sometimes they skip waypoints or commands, I think, too. But it's all really a mystery. But I'll show you what I know, sort of, for sure. Okay, so... Oh yeah, and we already see have a base here, my waypoint 26, so the screen starts here. And a bunch of waypoints for all these pre-placed bad guys to walk around on. And then we got a little village here that's neutral. I don't think either side is allied with them, but that's another thing I want to illustrate with this. Because I always started off with these big ideas for all these missions with 10 jillion units and buildings and villages to blow up, but I first come to find that having a third party on the map would make my teams act weird. If you attack the third party, they'd stop at their next waypoint or command or whatever. But anyways, here I'll show you. So first we're going to do is we're going to make some teams. Nod A, bad guy. We're going to make this guy a U1 of 20. 0 number of teams. Okay. 5 minigunners. And I already have all my courses plotted out. I'll explain it as I go. So this is 0, 1, 2, loop. Right, yeah, it looks all right there. D. Bad guy. We're going to make his U1 15. 5 minigunners again. I'm using identical teams to sort of illustrate this as well, because a lot of this stuff I didn't figure out until I've been working on like a campaign, and I was doing a bunch of low-tech missions with nothing but freaking tech level 1. You got nothing but minigunners and a power plant, so you got to figure out how to manipulate that stuff. And I would have just, you know, obviously nothing but teams of minigunners, which enlightened me to some of these things I want to show you. We're gonna leave this one at a 7. What are his points? 6 and 7. Nod D, original, I know. We're going to make this one a 0. Watch what happens here. Oh, it has to be between 2 and 30. Well, we'll put it to 2 right now. As far as I believe, the U1 can be between 0 and 35. Somebody the other day was telling me 40. I don't know, I messed with it so long ago it's hard to remember, but the XCC editor, obviously it has to be, you have to input between 2 and 30. Okay, notice I made all these looping teams. Oops. This guy's going to skip some stuff. Notice I accidentally put loop 2. That means he's going to skip these first 2 commands. So let's loop 0, and then we'll delete that one. Okay. Cool, and I'm going to do this. So this scorch right here, men can walk over it, so I just want to show you the paths that are going to be taken. First team is going to go drafted out of these men is going to be 0, 1, 2. The next team going to be drafted, or the next team, not necessarily be drafted, but team nod B is 3, 4, 5, and they're going to keep going in that triangle-ish there. And the next one is 6, 7, and then the next one is 8, 9. So we've got 0, 1, 2. That's going to be with the U1 number of 20. 3, 4, 5, which is going to be U1 of 15. 6 and 7 is going to be a U1 of 7. 8, 9, if I can remember to edit the INI file, is going to be a U1 of 0. It's set to 2 right now. Okay. And now how are we going to get these teams to engage? Well, I'm going to show you a new trigger. One of my personal favorites. Oh, there it is. Okay. It is. Okay. It's going to be a surprise. So we're going to select our first team, nod A. Name the trigger nod A. And this is going to be built it. Which means when a structure is built. And what's going to happen when this structure is built? We're going to create a team, nod A. Who's going to build it? Me, the good guy. And, okay, if you set it to 0, the trigger only goes off once. You build 1 power plant, or that's what I'm going to make it as, a power plant. You build 1 power plant, that's it. The trigger never happens again. 1, it might repeat, I can't remember, but 2, I basically either use 0 or 2. 2 means every time that you build a power plant, this action is going to happen, in this case create team. So we're going to set it to 2. Now here's where this number takes on a whole new wacky meaning. Usually it's like the waypoint or the amount of time they're attacking units, but here we're going to go into, here's how you find it, ccmanual.text. That's this one here, I think. And this is Nirgud's boom, you know, how to make Command and Conquer missions. Down at the bottom of the trigger section, right here, this little table. And with the built-it action, this is structure ID. Okay, these numbers here correspond to these structures, which have weird names, some of them, like the Advanced Comm Center is I think, if that's one, if I remember correctly. But anyways, okay, first, we're building a nuclear power plant. So you see here on the table, that is 12. This number here, 12. Okay. Boom. Next trigger. Nod B. Nod B. Built it. Create team nod B. This is going to be barracks, which I know by heart, 15. In the list it's called pile. Like Gomer Pile, I guess, if any of you out there know what that is. Good guy, 2. Okay. Next one is nod C. Oops. Well, I know the team is called nod C, so this won't screw it up. Built it. Create teams. It's going to be for silo, which I know is 8. Me, good guy, 2. So every time I build a silo, that team will be made. And lastly, let's just type it in. Nod D. Nod D. Oops. Boom. Built it. Create team. This is going to be. Well, I should make it a refinery. Where is it? Processor. That's what it's called. Processor. 7. Good guy. 2. Yeah, I made a mission where to sort of randomize things. Every time you built a certain building, the bad guys would send a team from a different angle to attack you. Sort of, so it would really react a little more to the player's style. Okay, anyways. Yeah, power plant, barracks, silo, processor. Cool. Got all our triggers made. Oh yes, notice that, okay, I preemptively set the build level to 98 so I can build everything. Name the mission. Of course, here I am, good guy. And then gave myself $100,000. Okay, let's save this and let's take it for a ride. Oops, yeah, it's this one. Oh wait, that's right, I got to edit this. This is the file here, INI. This is, the bin is the strictly the template. Ridges and rivers. This here is everything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in there. Since XCC won't let me input this as a 0 in the editor, I switch it to a 0 in the notepad here. Save it. Although if I go back into XCC editor, this team will be erased, which totally sucks. Okay, anyways, that's done. And, alright. Missions, lesson 7. Okay, cool. There we go. Let's reveal everything. Oh man, this acting choppy. Okay, anyways, let's get these teams going. What game speed are we on? Alright, good enough. Okay, we're going to start by building a nuclear power plant, which is going to initiate the first team going around here. The U-120.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy here.
Awesome. Oh shit, I built the wrong kind of power plant. Yeah, that one has a different structure ID number. About to look the fool. There we go. So I'm going to bookmark this. There we go. Okay. Now let's build a barracks.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. New construction.
Boom. The next team is getting made, which is going to go around about this area. Okay, and next is a silo.
Building.
And this is the guys with the U1 of 15. Next team's going to come down and go through these two waypoints. I think it's those two.
Building.
And now we're going to build a processor.
Construction complete.
I hope this
Cannot
doesn't
deploy here.
turn out looking too terrible. It's incredibly choppy on my end. Okay, and then boom, the last team, which is going to go down between, there's two waypoints over here. Now, first thing I want to show you.
Yes, sir.
Let's bring our Jeeps over here. Look at them chugging along through their waypoints like they're supposed to. Yeah, there's U1 of 20, U1 of 15, U1 of 7, U1 of 0.
Vehicle reporting.
Watch what happens when I attack this neutral third party.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Pretty much all these guys, with the exception of this team here, are going to stop at their next waypoint. Boom, boom. These guys are going to stop over here. It's like running slow. Anyways, you get the point. See, okay, U1 of 20 is still continuing. They're uninterrupted, undistracted by this other event over here. Watch, these guys are going to stop. It's the first thing I learned because I was want to be bad guys, and naturally, if you're a bad guy, you want to torch villages and stuff. And I noticed that everybody attacking me was stopping dead in their tracks. Well, stopping at the next waypoint, it became apparent. This doesn't affect teams set to something like attack units or attack base, because if that's their last command, they're going to keep doing that command. It's like the team stays in the command it is. In this case, it was move. These guys were in the middle of moving here. They stopped at their next waypoint. But again, if you're set, they would have been set to attack base. When this happened, they would still be attacking base for whatever time you assign them to. Okay, so we got that. Crap. I'm going to restart this mission. Show you the other thing I'm sure about. The U1 number. And I'm just going to put all these down here.
Building. Construction complete. Cannot deploy here.
Oh shit, wait, no. I'm going to restart. I'm doing that backwards. Okay. So what's our U1 is... Okay, we're going to do...
Building.
Build the U1 of, what's this? U1 of 7 with the silo.
Cannot deploy here.
And a U1 of 0 with the processor. So notice these guys, they're going to go through these 2 waypoints right here. Okay, now we're going to put our this down. And of course, we're getting a team drafted from up here. This is the U1 of 0. Now, okay, let's do the barracks. The next team is not going to be drafted from this mass of men because I'm putting on the barracks, which has a U1 of 15. It's going to draft these guys here. So the next available team out and about doing stuff, just watch. Oops. Yeah.
New construction options.
This team is getting drafted to Nod B's point with the U1 of 15. It's like the higher the U1, the higher the priority the team has. So look, we still got Team 0 going around here, right? Well, let's put down the team with the U1 of 20. Watch.
Construction.
Because they are going to draft the next highest U1 number, which I think is going to be these 15 guys. Yeah, see? They're coming over here. Now notice, nothing is going to pull these U1, this Nod A team here, with the U1 set to 20, nothing is going to draft them or distract them. They're just, their U1 set so high, they're kind of single-minded in purpose. So, well,
Building.
we need our team with the U1 of 15, so naturally these guys here, the U1 of 0, are going to be drafted.
Cannot
God, I must sound like just a crazy person mumbling. Anyways, these guys are going up here, just take my word for it. Let's build our U1 of 7 again. And these guys, okay, for example, now we're building the silo which creates a team with a U1 of 7. We got a 20 and a 15 running around. Neither of those are going to be drafted into a 7 because 7 is lower.
Cannot deploy
So
here.
these guys are getting pulled out of the main force. And you know, watch this too. I'm going to put down another refinery, which is the team with a 0.
Construction complete.
There's nobody out there lower than 0 right now. These guys are going to get drafted here.
Cannot deploy here.
Boom. See? And that is everything I'm certain of. Now, there's other things pertaining to behaviors and how much a team gets distracted. This is my second time making this video because, where's my Jeeps at? Oh man, this is choppy.
Waiting order. Vehicle reporting. Moving out. Moving out.
So these guys are moving.
Acknowledge.
I'm going to attack them.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
they're going to come after me. I'm going to draw them into these guard towers. That is sort of like, remember, these guys are set to 0. That is sort of your typical team response. I've noticed some of the higher U ones are different, and they won't come after you, or they won't come after you as persistently. But it seems to act differently under different circumstances. They are most responsive to counterattack you like that when in the move command. Like they were just sitting there guarding, they wouldn't have followed me. So I really like teams that are moving, or teams that are attacking units or whatnot. Okay, anyways, I'm going to have a part 2 once I figure out their behaviors a little more pertaining to that number, and I don't know, have a nice day.